I'm just wondering exactly what makes it significant. Interesting, though. I like Shrek, the very first one. Anything after that was a bit.
Yeah, so some would believe that what we want to talk about this morning is not exactly significant to their everyday life. But as a dog lover, this hit home for me more than I actually care to admit earlier on. So the hashtag Justice for Roxy actually came about yesterday. And Roxy is a dog. And Roxy's owner came out to talk about how cute and lovely the dog actually is, how not violent, how not aggressive the dog was. And then suddenly it just really took a dark turn as Roxy was shot. And then, of course, the question is, why?
So apparently the story goes that the estate where the owner lived, they had a rule regarding stray dogs or roaming dogs, and they weren't supposed to. So the owner actually had her dog straying in the first place. But then the dog got shot by the managers, the estate managers. And that's where the problem all started. The dog was harmless according to the owner. However, she broke the rule. My question is, were there no other alternatives? Was shooting the dog the absolute option for the estate managers to go through with? It begs the question whether people are empathetic towards other life forms. As Nigerians, I don't think that we are. I've always been, I can't live without a pet. I have a pet currently. And I only lost one a couple of weeks ago, I think about a month and a half ago.
You mentioned it. And
we lost Tinky. And I cried as a grown man when he died. So it really upsets me when people have no sympathy for animals and you just think, okay, your dog's straying, next option, shoot it. I think that there should be some sort of repercussion for the people who carried out this act, but I don't know whether our laws here in Nigeria have such, what do you call them?
Depth. I think, sorry to jump in here. I think as someone's property, I think there are some laws about personal property that maybe a lawyer could go, could be applied, but I'm not sure about anything else. But you heard some other information as well.
Yes. You said as a dog lover, but I'll just say as a living, breathing organism, at least some level of empathy should literally be shown towards another living thing, right? And we even talk about even felling trees, how that should have been done, how much more a dog and all of that. Of course, when I saw the story, it didn't make sense to me because I'm like, okay, maybe the dog was aggressive. That's the only reason why they would actually want to put it down. But then again, watching the video closely, I actually felt very upset because if you attack an aggressive dog, the dog is coming for you. Do you understand? But in this case, you literally see the dog running away, trying to escape, and then they're literally still going for it. Another thing, watching the video, I literally, because they said the dog strayed from home or lost its way home and went into another person's compound. And in that compound where they were trying to kill the dog, you could literally hear other dogs barking from inside the house. So I'm like, you have pets of your own, which are actually dogs, and then you decide to do something like this to someone else. Dog. And in the whole context, there was actually someone passing by, standing outside the fence, calling out to the dog, and the dog literally was running towards the person. The person was trying to reach out to the person, and then the people trying to kill the dog were like, leave there, get away, and all of that.
It wasn't a wild animal.
And it was just 8 months. It was an old dog. It wasn't even an old dog. So I'm like, it's just like...
I think the estate is called Corporated Villa. I think it's somewhere in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the authorities really need to look into this. If not by way of, killing another organism, but
just ownership
of personal property
of another person.
And now some dogs even have passports.
And now reports has it that the body of the dog hasn't even released to the owners yet.
Wow.
And so I'm like, what's the issue here?
So they know. Sorry, hasn't said anything yet so far.
Just
she's wondering where we're going with this, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I am. You all know how I feel about pets. I'm not a pet fan, never had a pet before, but here in question is a live animal, is a live human, a live being. I mean, and it still begs for where sense of humanity lies. I mean, you just don't see a strange animal because it's an animal, then you shoot it. That's completely wrong. It's totally wrong. And I'll still check to see if there are laws that actually protect, animals as well, because there should be.
Why don't
in
we
other
have dog
crimes,
pounds
they're
in
there,
Nigeria?
actually.
I think we actually do.
We need dog
we do.
pounds. We used to have in the 80s authorities that go about and make sure that stray animals are not, well, in proper estates anyway, but I don't know about now.
In the UK, it's called the NSPCA, about cruelty to animals.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what it's called here.
I mean,
do
all
believe
over the
there is
world, there are
something like
countries
that.
that have organizations, NGOs that cater to animals specifically.
They are
They could
here.
have taken it up, but I don't know if they actually are here because I haven't seen any
They are here.
organization that outrightly advocates for cruelty against animals.
Animals, yeah.
Well, let's find out what you think. Do use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let's know if this story touched you, would like to know. And hey, if you want to push the hashtag as a movement, feel free. Maybe I would too as well, because I really feel sad for the owners. Well,
Justice for Roxy.
exactly. Stay tuned. We've got more inside Wake Up Nigeria.